Look at that. See, the thing is frozen. What is? Look at this. Look at this. Frozen. Now, what am I supposed to do with that? Let me see if I can turn off my camera and put it back on. You probably can hear me, but you probably can't see me. Hold on 1 second. Jeez Louise. Did that work? Did that work? Bro, it's stuck again? It's stuck again? Come on. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to try to shut the camera off just for a second, and then I'm going to shut it. I'm going to pull it back on and stuff. Just one minute. 1 minute. Okay. How about now? Is it working now? I can't tell. I'm frozen again. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to do the show, I guess, frozen. My camera has been on today. I just got off a Zoom call for about an hour. And for some reason, I think my camera's overheating or something right now. I don't know. I don't know. But since you can hear me, I mean, you can just keep this still motion here because we've got a lot of scenes to show. So, jeez Louise, I tell you what. If it ain't one thing, it's another, guys. It really isn't. Okay, so welcome back to another week of Twisted Transitions. I do apologize for the technical difficulties that are happening right now with the image. That is me currently. However, the camera, I believe, is deciding that it wants to stay frozen and stuff today. So I guess it'll be easier for me to just give you guys some visuals and stuff today. Yeah, I know. Donnie Blend, I know everybody. I know I'm all frozen. I know. It's always something. It's always something. I mean, I have tried. The only thing I know how to do, you know what? I tell you what, for the first part of the show, I'm going to turn the camera off, talk to you guys, and take maybe the camera thing off and let the camera cool down for a second. And then maybe it'll work when I get closer to Q&A. So let's try that. Okay, so I think what has happened, I turned the camera off, so it'll probably go blank here in just a second. But I think what happened was that the camera has overheated and it is frozen. Now, usually my camera does not overheat, but like I said, I just got off a Zoom call. That's probably what's happening and stuff with it right now. So you guys can still hear me, which is good. Chat's going crazy. Appreciate everybody in there. Appreciate you guys. I don't know what's happening, but we'll try to get the video back up in just a little bit. But just wanted to go over some quick stuff here before the holiday season. I don't believe that I will have a show next week. Let me just get that out the way. I don't think that there'll be a show and stuff next week. There could be. Make sure you follow me on IG to know whether or not that's going to take place. For the most part right now, I'm saying no, just because it's Christmas this coming up week, and I've got a New Year's Eve wedding that I have to prepare for. So I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. There's a lot happening and stuff next week. And I want to give this couple my undivided attention since they close out my year. Second part of that is I just got finished editing all three gig logs, so they are ready to go. You'll see those come out probably in January, which is great. So hopefully we will have those and have some great information and stuff for you guys. But since the image and stuff is down, you guys technically can't see me, and it's throwing me off and stuff a little bit. Let's just get right into the show. So let's talk about this past weekend. So this past weekend, I had a function with high school, and basically we did a basketball game and stuff, which was great. This school has started to recommend me more and more here as of late, and I enjoy doing them and getting to do something just outside of the normal wedding thing, but it doesn't take up too much of my time, and it's not like it's in the way. So I enjoy kind of doing that. The energy and stuff is high. So it was great. I took the Rev 7 out, took one QSC speaker out, and just played during the timeouts and like the pregame and in between the girls and the guys game, varsity games. So just trying to give them a little bit of extra juice and stuff while they're there. One thing I can tell you is that I don't think the parents like me there at all. I really don't. Every time I go there and do something, the parents are always just like, does he have to, like, they give you that look like, does he have to be there? Like, you know what I'm saying? But the kids are like, yeah, let's get, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them type deals. But, you know, it is what it is. You either hate it or you love it, but it was all good. So that was Friday night. Saturday, we had a wedding. Now, The wedding was absolutely spectacular. And I finally got a chance to, let me just to see if I can take my image and stuff off of here. I finally got a chance to do the whole setup with the whole board and have everything behind me, but it was still a little bit of limited space, like right behind the facade and everything you see here is where I had the mixer and all that stuff at. But for the most part, everything went absolutely fantastic. I could not ask for more, with the exception of one thing. And you guys are going to see this on the gig log, but to the left of that, the left speaker on that side, the camera was rolling for you guys. And of course, when I set it up over there, I had every intention of leaving it there and nobody touching it. But one particular individual decided that it was a good idea to walk in one of the most close quarters area between a wall and a table, and my tripod was sitting there, and he kicked it. Upon kicking it, he moved the camera's vision line and moved it from me and the dance floor to just the back half of the dance floor. I did not know this. I had no idea of this. I was rocking the crowd, and I couldn't use a lot of the footage. Let's just say that, guys. I could not use a lot of the footage. Like, you would have just heard the music and not seen any reactions. So it kind of sucked. I was highly upset, but the night overall was a great night. So 2 weekends and stuff in a row with the DJ furniture. No hiccups on this one at all. Cord and latency, buffer latency, and everything on the laptop worked beautifully. Everything did exactly what it was supposed to do. Music came through in all positive. Mixer helped the speakers get loud. It was about 200 and some odd guests and stuff. Like, let me see here. I thought I had a picture of the guests, but I guess not. You can see from behind the table and stuff here, though. It was just perfect, man. It was beautiful. The Wolf mix and everything worked great. I was doing some different stuff with it. It was I didn't have uplights and stuff in this room. The couple did not have really any add-ons, so I did use some of the S4s from both lighting to kind of map out a dance floor and stuff here. But as you can see, the couple did use another dance floor again. I know we talked about this. This is a cash cow. The last 2 Saturdays, the couples bought a dance floor, and this was inside of a venue. So it was, that is something I may look into in the very, very near future, because it looks like it's becoming a thing. Well, it probably was already a thing. I just didn't pay attention. But everybody, the photographer, the venue, the choreographer, the coordinator. I don't know why I said choreographer. The coordinator and everybody absolutely loved the setup. Got all nothing but high praises and stuff from it. I was able to unload it and load it myself. Wouldn't recommend that. Definitely wouldn't recommend it, but it is possible to do. So I'm glad I was able to test that out. So you will be seeing a lot more of this setup in 2024. Be on the lookout for that, because it is coming. So that's that part of it. All right, let's jump into today's topics. I don't even know if I should try this. Should I try this camera and stuff again? I'm going to try the camera again, and if it freezes this time, it's just frozen. All right, hold on a second. All right, guys, keep your fingers crossed. Here we go. Am I in there? Am I working? Nope, still frozen. No camera today. Well, that's what I look like. Okay, so let's just go into topics then. Let's talk about some stuff. You guys have been loving the topics stuff lately, man. You guys have been so opinionated on these topics. I really appreciate it. I've gotten a lot of a lot of people who I've struck a chord with, and I've got a lot of people who agree. So that's what I like. I like good banter. It's just good banter. So let's talk about it. First thing, let's talk about surviving the holiday season. I can tell you one thing. When I put this up here, I thought about what I wanted to talk about when it came to this and why I would put this. This is the first year in my 20 plus year career as a DJ that I don't think, and I thought about this long and hard, that I did not play any. Let me think one more time. Yeah. I did not play any Christmas music at all. Not one. And last weekend was the last opportunity to play Christmas music. I didn't play not one thing. So when I say surviving Christmas season, I did not play any Christmas music. No Mariah Carey, no Temptations, no Jingle Bells, no anything to do with Christmas tree. I asked all three of my December brides, would you like some Christmas music? And they said no. I said, how about, just throwing in some Mariah Carey, all I want for Christmas? No. I said, okay. They said no slides, no Bruno, no Christmas music. No, that's so cliche-ish. That's what they said, so cliche-ish. Okay. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. It's just weird. It's weird. And I guess this may be the start of something new. Who knows? Or it's just maybe the fact that I didn't do any corporate events. If I didn't do any corporate events, then, there's no reason to play those either. Because weddings, I can see why they wouldn't want it during a wedding. It's kind of cheesy. But during a Christmas party for corporate events, usually you're going to play some Christmas music, whether it be for when they're doing dinner or while they're dancing and stuff like that, throwing in a couple of Christmas songs. But I was able to survive this year and not have any Christmas songs played at all. Now, my girl made up for well more than I could ever imagine. That's all she's been listening to. It's been driving me absolutely insane. She listens to Christmas music all the time. And I swear, look, it's not that I'm a Grinch and stuff on Christmas. I just like when Christmas comes and I like when Christmas goes because it's just Christmas. Like my son he's older and stuff now. He doesn't value Christmas like when he was little. So I'm good. Like Christmas is that day that comes and that day that rolls on. I know the meaning of Christmas. I know the true meaning of Christmas, but I can do without all the caroling and the songs and the music and the, decorations are okay, but I'm not a decorator. I mean, you drive up and down my street and I'm one of the people whose, house doesn't have anything but those little lights that you get from Home Depot or Lowe's that you stick in the ground and it shines on the house because it's real easy. It's just a plug. I mean, what DJ doesn't like plug and play? You know what I'm saying? So when these brides tell me no Christmas music, I'm absolutely 100% good with it. And today's bride, I almost asked her about Christmas music. Then I remembered her wedding is after Christmas, so we don't have to worry about that. So I'm curious to know, have you guys ever made it through a Christmas season without playing any Christmas music for one of your functions at all? Like, period. Like, if you go through my history right now, you won't see anything. And I've got a couple of Christmas folders. I've got Slow Christmas. I've got Remix Christmas. I've got Hip Hop Christmas. I've got Country Christmas. I've got all types of folders of stuff for Christmas so I can handle any situation. I've got so many different versions of songs. I'm like overly prepared for this. But I almost felt like deleting it today. Maybe I am a Scrooge. Maybe that's what it is. maybe I am a Scrooge. Maybe I should look into that. Maybe somebody should check on me. I'm just joking and stuff, guys. Look, I'm just saying what some of you are already thinking and stuff anyway. I know I can't be the only one that's like that. Christmas is just Christmas, man. But I just want to know, let me know in the chat whether or not you guys, do you love Christmas? Are you one of those guys who is bummed out that you didn't play Christmas music at all? Should you play Christmas music at a wedding even though they told you not to? What if you didn't ask and they didn't tell you not to? Would you still play Christmas music at their wedding? Is Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas, a must play? Like you have to play it? Like, let me know your thoughts and stuff, because I did not feel compelled to. I treated this wedding just like I would treat a summer wedding, just like I would treat a spring wedding, just like I would treat a fall wedding. Treated it exactly the same. And they loved it. Each and every bride loved it. So let me know in the comments and stuff down below. Am I just being a Scrooge, or you agree with me? All right, camera is working and stuff again for a moment. I don't know. I didn't bring my water up, mouth all dry. Jeez, I'm so sorry, guys. I felt like I was prepared for this today, and I'm just not prepared. I don't have my water. I don't have anything. Sucks. Okay, so next topic. Now, you guys are going to have to stay with me on this one, this next one. You got to hear me out on this next topic. I thought about this, and I think we may be in lieu of another problem, another banning of music. Hear me out. Let's talk about surviving the next set of banned music. And there's a possibility that this can happen at any time. Let's talk about surviving Diddy. Now, you guys know that recently, maybe not as recently, but we've talked on this show since I've had this show about not playing R. Kelly after he was convicted, questionable playing some Michael Jackson and stuff like that, but we got over it. What about the next guy in line for banned music? Are we looking at a possible ban of Bad Boy? Are we looking at a possible ban of anything that's related to Sean Combs? Are we looking at a Diddy ban? If you don't know, you might be under a rock somewhere, but Diddy has been accused recently of a lot of craziness. A lot of craziness. I'm not even going to go into it. There's so much stuff on YouTube you can see if you don't know what I'm talking about. But it posed the question to me, like, as these artists start to do some of this crazy stuff, or stuff starts to come out from the shadows of stuff that they've been doing that we've had no idea that they do, are we going to get in trouble for playing some of the music? Let me tell you a couple of the songs that would be banned that maybe you play right now. Hypnotized by Notorious Big. More Money, More Problems. P. Diddy and the Family. These are just a couple of songs that may be affected and stuff by this. It just depends on where you are, especially my New York people. When you're playing in a club or playing in, most people don't care, but some people may say they're boycotting his music. What are we going to do with all this Bad Boy music? What are we going to do with all this, just tons of music? What about when we do mixes? Are we going to leave him out? Ever since R. Kelly was banned and stuff, I haven't heard a DJ mix and put R. Kelly into their mix in quite some time. And without the DJ, who's keeping those records alive? Because the radio station's not keeping them alive. So the DJ was the last one to keep music like that alive. I listen to Sirius satellite radio. I listen to Rock the Bells. I listen to 90s hip hop or 90s R&B and stuff like that. No R. Kelly. None. So with Diddy right there behind R. Kelly as far as being accused and not being convicted or anything yet, if he is convicted, we lose all that Bad Boy music? All of that's gone? Because one thing I could tell you is if it's out of sight, it's definitely out of your mind. The reason that we take music and play it as stuff as DJs is because we usually hear it somewhere. We're in a store and something reminds us of it. Somebody singing it, something. But if there's not something that constantly reminds you of it, it goes on the back burner. You lose years and years and years of music when these guys mess up the way that they do. And so I asked the question. This is just me asking the question. This has nothing to do with anybody else. But if Diddy is convicted of anything, if he goes down for any of this stuff, are you banning Diddy from your playlist? Are you taking him out of your rotation? And this goes for club DJs. This goes for mobile DJs. This goes for radio DJs, because I already know that radio is definitely, they're definitely pulling the plug on him. If he's convicted, the radios, I'm probably sure they're already pulling the plug on him. But this is a strong possibility that this could happen. Very strong. These accusations are not something that's like hearsay. I mean, there are people coming out constantly. You know, every time I look around, there's something new and stuff that week. But he's all over my news feeds, and I don't even research him. I don't even look up anything Diddy. Nothing. But he's all over my news feeds because I watch a lot of stuff that has to do with hip hop and the state of hip hop and the Breakfast Club and all that stuff. So anything related to kind of like news and stuff like that, if they're talking about him, they throw him on there. So I'm just curious. You guys still playing Diddy if it goes down that way? If it goes left, you guys still playing him? Me personally, I get a little nervous. I mean, I know we're all a little nervous and stuff to play R. Kelly right now. I get a little nervous. Probably playing some anything Diddy or, well, not really Biggie, but more like Diddy. Anything like More Money, More Problems may have to take a step back. It may have to take a step back. And like, you know, when somebody requests Ignition, it's almost like a cringe now. It's almost like second nature cringe. Because it's like, I don't think about it. I've already taken that out of my mental repertoire. And so when it does come up, it's kind of like, ooh, it automatically takes me back to the moment that he got convicted and people said I'm banning him, boycotting him. And I'm just like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't. It's almost like WAP all the time, you know, and nobody wants to play WAP at an event because it's so raunchy. But it's almost like that type of feeling, that type of cringe. Well, let me know what you guys think, whether or not you're going to do it. I don't know. I think I'll probably will pull back and stuff. It'll just be something natural. You know, nobody usually asks me for that. I just kind of put it in the mix because I feel like it flows with what I'm doing as far as a set. I mean, the video that I just edited and stuff today, you know, one of the songs, of course, was More Money, More Problems because I was in kind of a 90s set and stuff, you know, and it just flowed nicely and stuff with that. So that just kind of takes him out of rotation. I hate to say it, but it kind of does. So let me know in the chat and stuff what you guys think and whether or not you would be banning this music or just denying or taking it out of your rotations. Oh, since we're back here. All right, let's check. Let's check the chat and stuff here. Let's see. Yeah, Diddy sucks anyway. So, Solstice. Oh, man. Diddy's got so much great early 2000s music. Go back and look at Bad Boy early 2000s, man. He had some good stuff. There was some good stuff there, even though he remade every 80s song he possibly could. It was a good run during that time. So he's got some good music and stuff right there. I'm from the West Coast, so I never liked him. Oh, okay. Will Smith's music is just starting to be okay again. Will Smith, what y'all play Will Smith? I don't play anything by Will Smith. Not one thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, DJ G Kenny, don't be don't be starting nothing on this channel and stuff now. It says we can't ban it. Hey, look, see, some consensus say we can't ban his music. I'm not saying we can ban it, but if you stop hearing it on the radio and stop hearing it on satellite radio, it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind in a way. Sometimes these songs trigger other songs. But I get why you said that. No Biggie, BS. Yeah. I had to think about that again. I'm never gonna ban Biggie. He can't do any wrong now. I mean, look. Okay, wait. I shouldn't. Okay, you know what? Y'all pulling me into the. You know what? Yeah, I'm good with playing Biggie. It's all good. Nobody put Biggie on that list. Look at that. Give it a couple years, we'll forget like we always do. Most artists are shady in some shape, form. MJ has more allegations than all of them. Look, I'm not gonna lie. MJ did take a hit in my book. I don't play as much MJ during my dancing set as I used to. He definitely gets the dinner treatment now. I don't know if that's a downgrade or not, but he gets the dinner treatment now. Yeah, Biggie is Diddy. Yeah, that's for facts. Facts. All right. Yeah, crazy, man. Oh, matter of fact, before we go on to the next topic and everything's working, please make sure you hit that thumbs up so that the algorithm keeps pushing the video. Hit the thumbs up if you have a chance to do so. You don't have to, but it just helps me out, the fact that you guys hit the thumbs up. So if you get a chance while we're doing this, please hit the thumbs up. All right. Let's do the next topic. Now, I thought this next topic is a great topic because boy, I've had some great days and I've had some crap days. I mean, I've had some days where I can't walk the next day. I've had some days where I can run immediately right after. Look, guys, I said it on videos before, but I have not really addressed your shoes and stuff for your event. Now, we're not talking about, I mean, we are talking about styles of shoes, but we are talking about the fact that we as DJs, most of us mobile DJs and club DJs, are standing on solid, hard ground for hours. And that is hell on your back and it is hell on your knees. So the one thing that people don't realize that it's even more hell on are your feet. Now, I know that there are these lovely standing mats, and I have one, but sometimes that doesn't do the trick. What does the trick and stuff for me? What does the trick for me is shifting weight from left to right. So if you groove to music while you're DJing, if you shift your weight to one side and shift right back to the right, it doesn't allow for your feet to get heavy on one side. And that's usually the nights when I know I'm having a good night. Now, if I'm just standing there, or if I'm standing a lot for just dinner and we're just standing, or I'm waiting for speeches to happen and I'm still standing, your feet are going to be brutal the next day. Now, let's talk about some footwear that will cause your feet to be absolutely brutalized if you're a mobile DJ or if you're a club DJ, but this is mainly for mobile DJs. The first pair of shoes are these kind of dress shoes that most people wear when they come to a wedding. If you come to a wedding and you're dressed in a suit, you're usually going to wear shoes like this, or you're going to wear, if you're part of the bridal party, you're going to wear shoes like this, or if you're doing a country wedding, they're going to wear boots. But nationwide, you're pretty much going to wear shoes like this. Shoes like this, as you can see, have no support on your heels. Zero support. Standing on this and standing on concrete, you can almost guarantee that your feet will be, and not only your feet, your back will be on fire as well. You will look sharp, but I almost guarantee you won't be sharp after the event. Nothing about you will stay sharp. These things will destroy your feet, but it'll make you look good. You'll be fashionably correct. But as a DJ, there are other choices. There are definitely other choices. Like this one. I see a lot of guys get away with stuff like this. A lot of guys wear these casual like shoes. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be this, but these casual like shoes that are maybe like leather uppers, but kind of look like a tennis shoe, and they've got like a little white and stuff at the bottom. Those things provide minimal support. Minimal. If you do a lot of walking during your event, you could probably get away with something like these and be all right to go behind the board and DJ. But if you stand still and you're just constantly just standing still through dinner, through speeches, through dance music, and you're standing still, not shifting your body, your feet will be on fire. Fire. And your back will be on fire. But this is another option that looks great with a suit. And most of us wear suits and stuff now for our events. I mean, if you're not, I don't quite know what you wear. I mean, sometimes I'm sure you got some casual options, but for the most part, you wear something like this, a casual shoe. And then there's what I call the comfort shoes. Now, these are the ones that are mistaken for dressy shoes. These are not dress shoes in any way. These are comfy, casual shoes that usually have something like memory foam in them. Look at the size of that heel. You're going to get probably memory foam inside of that shoe, and you've got a heel. So you're probably getting about that much support, and then you're standing on a mat that gives you that much support. That's a lot of cushion between those three. This right here is probably one of the best options of footwear, but one of the worst options on fashion, because it looks terrible with the suit, but it feels great at the end of the night when you've got to take stuff down. You can definitely tell that you got one of these shoes, because usually it doesn't have any shoestrings, just like this shoe, but it offers crazy support. Crazy support. Now, you can call them what you want to. You can call them dad shoes. You can call them grandpa shoes. You can call them orthopedic shoes. You can call them whatever. But one thing you're not going to call them is uncomfortable, because at the end of the night, these are your best friends. Right here. When you've been at a wedding for almost 9 hours, because, you know, between the time you get there, you unload, you set up, you wait, you stand for ceremony, you stand for reception, you stand to take down everything, and then you leave. By the time you sit down in your vehicle to leave, you have been there for almost 9 hours, 9 to 10 hours. You're going to need some support and stuff on your feet. Trust me, especially for anybody who is younger than 20, you have time to work on this. And anybody who's in their 30s, you better start switching up your shoe game now. Now, let's talk about the point that I'm at. I like to fashion forward. You know what I'm saying? I like to separate myself from every other suit in the room. So you'll casually see me wearing stuff like Jordan Lows. You'll see me wearing stuff like that. Now, it's become more of a thing to kind of wear tennis shoes and stuff with suits or with casual clothing. I like it because it's a shoe that fits my foot. the problem with these shoes is that there's no support in these shoes. So am I doing myself a favor and stuff by wearing these? No. But I sure as hell don't want to keep wearing these, because this is what I've been wearing for the longest. So I've just tried to figure out a way to really still be fashion forward and get some type of shoe support and stuff in there. So I'll put a sole in these to help support my foot, but it usually doesn't help. It usually doesn't help. I'll probably have problems later because I stand on concrete often. But I like the way it looks and stuff with a suit. And, it is what it is. I mean, same things with these guys. I mean, these are just the high versions of these. You put that with that, and it does provide some type of comfort. But you need something to support your heels and stuff. You need something to support your knees and stuff, because most of these venues are concrete. And even grass is not your friend. Playing out in the middle of nowhere is not even your friend. That ground is hard, man. It's just not as hard as concrete. So it takes longer. But again, any place you stand for 9 hours, any place you do something for 9 hours, you're going to have problems. You're definitely going to have those. I can almost guarantee you. But let me know in the chat what you guys use as footwear. I mean, do you use any one of these styles of shoes? I mean, you have to, right? I mean, you're not wearing some god-awful tennis shoe. You're not wearing some Asics or something like that out there. You're not wearing, I don't have nothing against New Balance, but you're not wearing a New Balance shoe out there. I mean, at least a Jordan 1 and stuff right there kind of creates a sense of style, because if you can get it in a certain color to go with your suit, it looks great. And same thing when it comes to like the men's dress casual shoe. If you can get it to go with your suit color or close to it, or be a contrasting color, then it looks great. But let me know what you guys wear and stuff on your feet, because I can tell you right now, the struggle is real. The struggle is definitely real. Oh, man. All right. So that's all the topics and stuff that I had to talk about and stuff tonight. So we will go ahead and turn this thing over into the Q&A section. Put any questions that you may have in the chat, and let's talk about them and stuff here. Once again, if you're just joining us, I'm planning to not be on next week. If I am on, I will put it and stuff on my Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at DJ JayBook. But I am planning not to be on next week because it's Christmas on Monday and I've got a New Year's wedding that weekend. So I'll just be kind of planning for them and putting together them. So let's check the chat and stuff here. Don't forget, put your questions in the comments and stuff, and let's talk about it. Hey, DJ Marky Batch, appreciate you hitting that thumbs up, man. I really do. And once again, if you got a chance to hit that thumbs up, just take a second to hit the thumbs up, and it takes you 2 seconds. 10,000. DJ G Kenny, what's 10,000? Some photographers obsess over those Hoka shoes. Oh, yeah. I mean, see, that's the thing. It's not, it's almost not fair. The photographers and the videographers and the coordinators, man, they get to wear whatever they want to wear. I've seen some people come there with jeans and maybe just like a button-up shirt, and they get away with it. But like when you're front and center, especially with that DJ furniture that I have, it makes you front and center. It makes people look at everything that you have going on. They can see everything that it really exposes you. You want to have some type of dress or look and stuff about you. I can't be wearing them Hoka shoes, even though, I don't know if you guys have put those on. Those things are like stepping on clouds. I want to start bringing back old man stool screw. Somebody asked me the other day, why you just don't bring a stool to sit down? I said, well, I mean, somebody paying you, in the thousands of dollars for something, do they want to see you sitting down? How would you feel if you were paying somebody that money and you saw them sitting down? Just saying. Hey, dudes are bad. Yes, they are. Terrible. Terrible. I mean, the cushion on Hey Dudes is like, see how you can probably barely see in between my fingers? Yeah, the cushion on Hey Dudes is it's crazy. With my company, well, we wear Jordan 13s, black and the blue, that match our embroidered logo and our dress shirts, and we get compliments every wedding. Oh, okay. We have compliments. Okay. Another Jordan guy. I can appreciate that. I see a lot of guys and stuff here whenever they're wearing tennis shoes. It's usually a Jordan, either a Jordan Low or the latest and greatest that come out. I've seen a couple of gig laws recently there's a couple of DJ guys, they've got some Jordans and stuff on. But it definitely doesn't help you and stuff at all. Jordans, they just look good. The grandpa sneakers. Let's see. In Moon, what's up, man? I played Ignition and Bump and Grind last night for a corporate event. Both songs were hits. That's what's up. Maybe the other guy was right that, people are just starting to forget it. My question is, how did you feel right before you played it, though? How did you feel? Did you have any type of worry, or were you just like, oh, I'll just play these? I'm curious on how you felt. DJ Drizzy Dre, I put on my Yeezys once. The reception. Hey, Yeezys. I usually wear my Yeezys and stuff to set up my functions and stuff, because Yeezys are so comfortable to set up in. They are so comfortable. Like, I barely feel any foot aches and stuff at all whenever I've got Yeezys and stuff on. Plus, they're super durable and stuff, because they've got that cloth and stuff on the top, and then they've got the cushion and stuff below it. But man, if I could just find a way to get away with wearing Yeezys for like let me find a way. Let Kanye come out with something that I could actually wear for a reception and look, decent, look casual. I would probably rock them. Jonathan Freeman, your Rain and Rev and why? Wait a minute, Rain or Rev? Really, there's pros and cons to both of them. I mean, I like both of them. It really just depends on what feeling I have that day and how well I know the venue. If I know the venue doesn't give me a lot of space, or I'm going to be outside, that automatically knocks out the Rain setup. I have to have space, and I cannot be outside with my Rain setup. That stuff is way too expensive, and I don't want to put it in grass, and I don't want to be outside just in case the elements take a turn. I don't want none of that. As far as use, I mean, the Rain is going to take precedence and stuff as far as the use, because I know this is silly, but I mean, I've got monster hands, so touching the vinyl, the control vinyl and stuff on a Rain is much easier. The manipulation of the record and stuff is much easier on something that is larger than it is smaller. But that doesn't take away from the Rev 7. The Rev 7 is supposed to be an alternative when you can't use the stuff like the Rain 12s. So I like the Rains because it's bigger. Everything's bigger, and I've just got bigger hands. And then, of course, the Rev 7, I can get away with that. But, I mean, even the wheel, I think it's like a 5-inch wheel or 7-inch wheel, something like that. Like, even with those, like, where I normally have 3 fingers down, I can barely get 2 fingers and stuff on there because the platter's not as big. So, that's why. I work a pair of those casual shoes. I was hurting the next day. Yeah. Jay, seen you on the other platforms. Notice you don't really respond to comments are you just busy or you don't because someone else's platform? I'm not sure I understand what you mean, G Kenny. You see me on other platforms like Instagram? Instagram and stuff, I don't see everything on Instagram. If that's what it is. I mean, I try to get to as many things as I can on Instagram as possible. But between Instagram and YouTube and what's the other one? Oh, I get stuff on was it Threads and stuff. I mean, that's a lot to keep up with. So sometimes I just don't see it. I just don't. If I get a chance to, like if I post something on like my regular main page or something like that, I'll throw a heart and maybe throw a comment and stuff under those. But it's hard to see messages and stuff all the time. I mean, I get notifications and I go in, I try to look and see how many, what's happening and stuff in there, but it doesn't notify me on everybody. So I'm not sure. I was saying, are we at 10,000 subs yet on YouTube? Oh, we're close. We are 280, I think at the time of this recording, 280 people away from 10K. I think when it gets down to 20 people, I may do a live stream until I hit 10. I may do something like that. Who knows? The Jordan patent leather 11s are nice on black suits. Yeah, it's because they have that shine, like the groomsmen shoes and stuff like that. So I do kind of like them on there. But let me tell you, they are narrow, and if you have a wide foot, trying to get into that narrow shoe and wear that thing all day, it is brutal. Wear Yeezy boots. Man, you crazy. I always get requests for R. Kelly Step in the Name of Love. I play it. Oh, well. Well, I mean, look, some DJs have that, man. Some DJs have that thing about them where they can just say, well, they asked for it, so just throw it on. I don't know. Maybe I just think about it too much. I think about how many ramifications and stuff I could have from playing the song, and it all hits me at once when somebody requests it. So I think that's why I differ and stuff a little bit. It's just something in me. I don't know. I'm weird like that. No, on YouTube earlier, usually on Cleveland Terry, people will say what's up to you after you make a comment, but you never say anything back. Not a big deal. Oh. Well, here's the thing. I like to show whose ever show I'm on. If I'm there, I like to give respect to the guy who's on there. And if I'm just saying what's up, I feel like I'm trying to hijack their show. So I usually don't say a whole lot and stuff on there. I'll talk to the person, and if he responds back, I'll just take the response back. But I usually don't speak to everybody and stuff who's in there, because I don't want his comment or his feed of the chat to turn into what's up, everybody? Hey, how you doing? Because I've seen that before. I've been on live chats and stuff before, and it's like, somebody who's got a good bit of followers comes in and says something, and they're just like everybody just bombards them. Like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? And it's not a disrespect or anything like that. I just don't want to disrespect the person who has the live feed. That's why I never advertise on anybody's stuff. If y'all say it, y'all say it. But if I'm on somebody's show, I will never put, hey, y'all make sure y'all come check out my show, because that's not my place. It's not my place to jump on Cleveland Terry's show and, request something back. And that, I feel the same way about chatting. Like I'll say, hey, and stuff like that. Sometimes if it's just one or two, but then when I can see like multiple people trying to say it, I'm like, okay, let me just leave it alone, and they can come holler at me and stuff on my show and stuff tonight. If they know me, then they know I've got a show too, and we could chop it up and stuff there. That's why I try to make sure I answer all my comments and stuff on YouTube as much as I can. I hope that I hope they understand. Yeah, I'm not that dude. You'll never catch me being an arrogant dude or feel like I'm more holier than thou. If that was the case, I wouldn't do this show. I wouldn't do a show like this at all if that was the case. Many songs have the potential to upset someone over something. I'm not the song police. Well, Ian, I mean, you sound like you're a man of your conviction, bro. And if that's the case, bro, you do whatever works for you. You do whatever works for you. I would never fault somebody for doing and speaking their mind and stuff. If you feel like you're not you're not responsible if somebody asks for it, that is totally up to you. And me, I just have more thought. There's more thought that goes into it with me. Maybe because I'm an overthinker. I'm pretty much an overthinker. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I thought. Okay, I got time for maybe one or two more questions. Anybody else have any questions and stuff to ask before I jump off of here? You guys ready for Christmas and stuff? I can't believe Christmas is here next week. Actually, I can. That means the year is over because pretty much Christmas and New Year's are 7 days apart from each other. So, yeah. How about any New Year's parties? Anybody got any New Year's parties? It's kind of weird this year. My wedding that I have that ends the year is on a Sunday. And then we're doing, Happy New Year and stuff into a Monday. And I don't know, that's really weird. Like we talked today and, I'm not leaving and stuff till like 1:30 in the morning or something like that. Like it's nuts. It's nuts. But they say how you bring in the years, what you're going to be doing all year. So I guess I'll be gigging all year. Oh, no, not African Bambaataa. No. But yeah, you guys let me know and stuff in the chat and stuff whether or not you got a New Year's gig. I hope you guys charge double for any New Year's gigs you got. That's going to be a topic and stuff. Probably one of the topics coming out of the gate for 2024 because I am going to check on you guys to make sure that you got paid for your New Year's. Also, getting paid is going to be another topic. I've had a lot of DJs reach out and stuff saying that they have had some occasions where they're not getting paid for events. And I know we've talked about that on here, saying that you need to have something somewhere saying that you need to be paid in advance. You need to be paid in advance. Never do a gig without being paid. Never. I mean, there may be some exceptions if there's other things that are in line if you feel comfortable, but all gigs should be paid in advance because everybody else is being paid in advance. Any other questions? See, normally this is where I would take a drink, but I'm just glad the camera and stuff came back on. Looks like we're on and we've got a few people and stuff in here, so I'm glad the camera came back on. I'm no longer frozen. So we were able to get a good show and stuff in, which is nice. It's quite nice. So I've already lined up after I say this, I'm going to give people one more minute to put a question in, but if not, I've already lined up 3 guests and stuff for the show. So I know you guys have been wanting me to get more guests on here. I've lined up 3 guests and they are all 3 for, January. So we'll be having some of those right out of the gate. And I've got a 4th one, but me and him we just can't get on that time frame. We can't get on. He wants me to move the date. And I'm like, my guys watch on this date. So we got to find a way to work it out. So we're still figuring that out, but yeah, I'll have 3 guests right out of the gate, come January. So that'll be great as well. But no more in the chat. All right. Well, if you guys will make sure you hit a thumbs up before you leave. Thank you so much for watching the show and stuff tonight. Enjoy your Christmas. Everybody have a happy holidays, a safe holiday. And, if I don't see you next week, happy New Year to you and your family. Hopefully you guys will come back and we'll have another great year of just chopping it up, man. I feel like it's just been a great year so far. So I will talk to you guys soon. Happy holidays. Make sure you're living to strive and not to survive. You know why I say that? Just because. Just because. If you think about it, you know why I said it. All right, man. You guys take it easy. See you guys next year or next week or something.